Hey guys, it's Miss Cassidy again. So we've completed reading the story Never Retreat, which is an excerpt or a short version of From Eyes Wide Open. Today we're going to be checking our understanding, analyzing the text, and even going through a little research activity. So go to the online platform, hmh.trinity.org, which is org. Remember, you sign in with your username, and the password is the same as your email password, STBS 2020. So we begin with check your understanding. Answer these questions before moving on to analyze the text. Question 1. In paragraphs 1 to 3, the author argues that A, our dependence on coal is a result of a plot by energy companies. B, we invent only those things that we know will be useful to everyone. C, sometimes we unexpectedly find new uses for a discovery or invention. And D, fossil fuels have always been useful for powering machines. Once you've made a choice, make sure to check your answer and see if you're correct. Moving on to question 2. Check your understanding, question 2. In paragraph 6, the author mentions the fishing of bluefin tuna and the 1992 climate summit in order to support the idea that F, the world's nations are interconnected in ways that eventually will harm their economies. G, when facing a common problem, nations will work together to find a solution. H, people want to maintain their current way of life even when cutting back would be wise. Or J, individuals, not governments, must lead the way in switching to renewable sources of energy. Again, once you've made a choice, make sure to hit that check sign and see if you got it correct. Hold on, it's not letting me. Here we go. All right, question 3 for check your understanding. What evidence does the author offer to support the idea that we become addicted to the convenience of fossil fuels? A, the greater amount of coal, the more non-essential products are manufactured. B, developing countries require fewer roads and less electricity than industrialized nations. C, it's easier to go down the lifestyle ladder than up it. And D, when gas prices rise, politicians take action to limit the increase. Once again, make your choice and then check your answer. Once you are done, don't forget to hit this little check up here so you can send it in to me as a completed assignment. Now, we're going to move on to respond and analyze the text. Remember, again, once you're done with all 5 questions, you hit that check sign at the top so it can come to me and I can check your work. First question, summarize. Reread paragraphs 1 to 2 and summarize the author's position on whether inventions are created to meet current needs. Basically, the question is asking you to summarize what the author believes about inventions. Were they created to help us, or were they created for a different reason? Were they created to make us lazier? Were they created to make our lives easier? What's your point of view based on what the author says in his writing? Type in your answer when you're ready. Remember to check your punctuation and capitalization, and then move on to question 2. In question 2, we have to cite evidence. According to the author, what is the main difficulty in ending our dependence on fossil fuels? Here you're going to cite text evidence in your response. So basically they're asking us what would be the most difficult part of us trying to be independent from fossil fuels. Remember to check your capitalization and punctuation before moving on to question 3. In question 3, it says compare. In paragraph 4, to what does the author compare our dependence upon fossil fuels? What is he comparing it to? Our dependence on these things that we need so desperately. How does this comparison relate to other instances of the author's use of extreme language? Basically, they're asking you, how is this similar to the different types of extreme language that the author has used to compare us to that? Remember to type in your answer with the correct punctuation and capitalization before moving on to question 4. In question 4, we're going to analyze in paragraph 10. Do you think the author is presenting an objective point of view, a subjective one, or both? And explain. Remember that an objective point of view is when the author does not include any feelings or personal point of view in their writing. It's just basically information and facts. In a subjective point of view, it's when we include feelings, thoughts, and personal point of views. And finally, question 5, notice and note. Consider Never Retreat as a whole, as in the complete story. What do you think the author feels his readers already know before they start reading? Why is that prior knowledge important to his argument? Remember, we talked about this in one of the signposts of the big questions, KWL charts. What I know, what I want to know, and what I've learned. Think about what the author wanted us or thought we might have known. Now, once you're done, hit that check mark right up here so you can send in the assignment. The research assignment will be done as a separate assignment. Here is your research assignment. In paragraph 11, the author mentions the transition movement, which began in Great Britain and spread to the United States. Use the chart to find out more about this movement and then share what you learn. Now, here's a research tip on how you can do that. When you conduct online research, be sure to evaluate the credibility of websites. Web addresses ending in gov, edu, or org are often more reliable than other sites. Other reliable sources may include major news outlets. It's always a good idea to confirm information using multiple reliable sites. So this is what the chart looks like on the online platform and in your textbooks. Now, you are more than welcome to not just fill out the chart in your textbook and send me an image of that, or upload it to the Google Classroom, You can also go for a Google slide presentation. You can go for a Word document presentation, however you guys like. And I want you guys to extend a little more. How are you going to extend a little more? I want you to answer this question as well. What is the major focus of your group, or in this case, your individual work? What activities does it engage you to promote its cause? And then you would share that with the rest of the class. So that's basically our assignment for today. I hope that was very clear. If you guys have questions, I'm here. Have a great day. Bye.